The secret to self-esteem is that when you have self-esteem, other people esteem you. So if you want respect and you want to be honored and you want to be appreciated by others, is by giving yourself self-esteem. And your self-esteem comes from your ability to know that you have done well in what you do. Because when you do something well, you build self-esteem for it. And the way that you know that you've done something well for yourself is by intending to do a thing and then doing the thing. And when you have done the thing well, you will know for yourself if it's done well. And if you haven't done it well, then you know that you can improve at it, and then you can do the work it takes to improve it and also build your self-esteem. So when you've done all of that, you will have self-esteem and you'll be able to gain the esteem from others because other people will see that value. What does it mean to be good? Like, how do you know a thing is good to do? Aristotle thinks about how we intend a tool for a purpose. And when the tool performs the purpose well, then we know it's a good tool. And if the tool does not perform it well, we know it is not. A knife cuts things because it is sharp and strong, and it does not cut things when it is weak and dull. And likewise, like, a knife makes a good knife when it is used for cutting. A good knife would be a poor hammer. So humans are the same way. There's no truly good man. The truly good man does not exist because that purpose is not part of his identity, right? Across his whole being. Like, he is only in purpose while he is performing that purpose. And he's not always performing that purpose. So he cannot be good at all of those times. He would have to be literally perfect. And no man is perfect. Because you can have a good man who does poor things, and you can have a poor man that does good things. And neither of them are strictly good nor poor. Like, it is only in the instantiation of examining the purpose that you will find the goodness. So if you want to be a good man for yourself, you have to understand what your purpose is. And there's two ways to do this. There's an internal directed finding of purpose, and then there's an external purpose. And what do I mean by this? So, like, the internal one is very easy. It's like, I need to do something for my own existence, and I go and do that thing. If it is, to play guitar, then I will know that I've played guitar well when it sounds right. And, like, that can be my purpose. Then I can go on to be Yngwie Malmsteen or, Joe Satriani or somebody and play guitar very well and make my life that way. This example also shows how there's an external goodness. So, because man doesn't live alone, he can't. Like, a solitary man dies. He lives his life and then he dies, and that would be it. Man is actually a nurturing community creature. And most every species on the planet is like this, dolphins, monkeys, dogs. They have a community that assists in the lifeness, right? So to be alive, the meaning of life is to live. And a man needs to live by fostering the growth of his environment, of his community, of his family, of his jurisdiction. So everywhere that he goes, there is an external value that he provides. When you are doing value for the external environment, it will be recognized by others. So the secret to being a good man is actually to unite the two. It is to make your self-purpose aligned with the external purpose, which is assisting the environment. And this is how we know people to be good. When we see a kind and compassionate man who has generosity, we say, oh, that's a good man. When we see a man who is, building and contributing, we say that's a good man. And so even in music, right? Like, when good songs are made, we recognize them, and those songs become popular. And when people make poor songs, and then they're forgotten about because they're poor songs. So there is an objective quality of goodness that exists in reality, but it is always premeditated by the self intent of the creation behind it. And so even though man doesn't have that purpose behind him, because, like as kids, we don't ever want to do what our parents tell us to do. And we especially don't want to be, told how to live and then live that way according to like to be enslaved to our parents or our employers, right? Like it is always on our own autonomy that we are interested in our happiness, right? Like in our value. And that's why it has to be aligned. There. That's it. That is what it means to be a good man. You have to find your purpose, you have to align it with the giving of the external world. Like, think about it like this. It's like your relationship with the external world, you were either giving of the energy that you have into the world, right? Like you're building or you're creating or you're devoting your time or you're in service. And that is like the giving of yourself. And that is always beneficial to other people. And that will always build will always build the appreciation from others because people like to receive, just as you like to receive. And the ironic part is that, like, because you like to receive, it is unappreciated when you take. Because when you take, other people are giving to you, but involuntarily. They're like feeding you instead of receiving for themselves. And so, like, the actual dream here is that every man or woman, man, should be a good person unto themselves so that they can support their community and environment, right? Like, we have to care for the environment in addition to just the people who live there. And when we do, and we're all generous to each other, doing the things that we want to do for ourselves that help other people, then everybody would be doing that, and everybody would be giving a surplus, and everybody would be receiving a surplus. That's the dream. Like, and when you can do that, other people will see it. And when they see that, then your esteem will rise, and you will generate respect and appreciation from others. And that will lead you further down the path to goodness, if that's what you're looking for. Thanks for watching.